I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're venturing into a captivating universe, the universe of Codeman, New Beginnings, crafted by the imaginative Scottland Little. This enthralling tale transports us to a future where three realms stand on the brink of annihilation, and a young hero named Mathias emerges as their very last hope. Join us right now as we delve into Scotland's visionary world where technology, mysticism, and the power of friendship collide in a battle against darkness. We're delighted to have this very talented creator join us here today on Spotlight. We thank our team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support writers like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing this amazing, fun-filled book. The links are below this interview. Scottland and Jackie, great to see you guys here today on Spotlight.
Thanks for having us, Logan.
My pleasure. Scottland, this is a really imaginative story, Codeman. How did you come up with the idea?
Man, I thought about this like a very, very long time ago. I had this idea since I was a kid. And this story is like kind of a reflection of my own, past experience of growing up basically with autism, basically, and how I dealt with it and how I was basically just treated and everything. That's exactly how I came up with the story.
Got you. So there's a little bit of you in Mathias. Is Mathias a
Yeah,
little bit of
that's
you?
that's kind of what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Mhm.
So you took what could have been a negative, some challenges
Yep.
growing up, a diagnosis of autism, turned it into a positive where you took all of those
Yep.
experiences and turned it into a story, right?
That's what I did. Exactly.
Awesome. Tell us,
And so,
go ahead. I'm sorry,
I'm
Jackie.
sorry. And so, yeah, Logan. So when he was 7, I
Yep.
found these drawings.
Awesome. So this is a long
Yeah, I
time in the
can't really
making. I
see
see a
it.
little bit of Codeman
Yeah,
there. Yep.
yeah.
Awesome.
So it was in his sock drawer,
Mhm.
like hidden. And yeah, he was 7. And that
Wonderful.
was the beginning of Codeman. So
Well, that's exciting. That's exciting.
yeah.
And looking at the cover of the book is terrific. I see a great resemblance between Scotland and Mathias as well, which is very, very cool. Scotland, give us an overview of the story. Tell us a little bit of what the story is about.
So the story is about basically, human connection, right? The emotions of humans and, AI, because we're going to be living, in a day and age where we're going to be living with AI, right? And
Right.
technology. And that's kind of what this is a representation of, basically, is AI and technology and how it's going to take over the world, basically. We can basically use AI for good or we can use it for evil.
How do you envision? Well, let's talk about this. Tell me about the role of AI in your story.
The rule of AI. So basically, the blue glitch, right? The blue glitch is like an evil AI that was created by the malevolent Satan, right? The bad guy inside the story. That's the bad AI, right? Codeman is like the representation of the good AI, basically, the good, AI that was created.
Very, very cool. Now, have you pictured this either as a movie or a role-playing video game or something?
Kind of both, to be honest.
Yeah.
I actually, to be honest, wanted to create a video game of Codeman, to be honest. I've
Yeah.
actually created my own video game before, so I could probably do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be a very immersive experience being
Mhm.
in that world, that's for sure. Now, Codeman New Beginnings sounds like it's going to be a series. Is this the first part of what you
Yep,
envision as a series?
yep, this is a series. That's what I'm planning on doing is a series.
Okay, great. Have you started working on book 2 yet?
Yep, already.
Really?
Already.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
complete. You've already finished it?
Not complete exactly. We're still working on it, still making changes, but yeah, we're working on the second book, making
Very,
lots of improvements.
very cool. Very cool. How long did it take you? I know you've been working on it in your head for a long time. The idea came when you were 7 years old, as your mom pointed out, with those sketchings. But when you actually sat down to write the book, how long do you think it took you? A year,
And it
two?
almost took me a year, like
Yeah.
2 years. Long time.
Yeah. But it must have felt really good to see that book in your hand once it was finally finished, right?
Let me tell you something very, very quickly that
Sure.
will shock you. You know, when I was actually going to make the book, basically, there was not even like making the book, but when I wanted to like make a comic book or whatever about Codeman, because I really imagined this like superhero, right? There were so many people that doubted me that were like, "Oh, this is not possible. This you're crazy." I was doubted by so many people in the past because of because of my brain, which is different. I was just a
Mhm.
different person. People doubted me. And now I'm like shining through. And I really want to be inspiration to the kids with autism, with disabilities. I really want to show them that there is light at the end of the tunnel and that they have hope.
Absolutely. And I got to tell you this, every good idea has been given a thumbs down by
Mhm.
a person who is not as creative as you, who is not as visionary as you. So that every thumbs down you got to get, you got to just keep on pushing ahead, which you did, which
Exactly.
is great because everybody wants to tell you it can't be done. It's too hard. There are too many books out there. Nobody,
Yeah,
the excuse for not achieving is endless. So you have to find the reason, just keep on going and pursuing your dream. And I think that's
exactly.
really, really terrific. How old are you, by the way,
I'm
Scotland?
like 20 right now, 20
Okay,
years.
great. So you're 20 years old and now you've got a published book. So you've
Yep.
outdone 99.9% of your 20-year-old
Lots of
peers.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
And
That's
and
great.
he's accepted to ASU. So
Wonderful. That's wonderful.
yes.
So you're going
And
to
I'm
start ASU in the fall?
not exactly sure
Not
when.
sure.
He was going to start in January, but the
Yep.
book kind of took over.
Okay.
So our plan is to start in August, right?
Perfect, perfect. As long as you start, that's great. And what do you think you'll study once you're at ASU?
Man, I don't even know, but I'm probably guessing like computer science and
Hmm.
I would also like to do some art. There's
Yeah,
just a lot of things I'd like to learn and do.
yeah. I think computer science would be great for you. I think creative writing would be great for you. I think it would blend both sides of your talent base for sure, because you're
Yeah,
interested in sci-fi, you're interested in AI, you're interested in coding, hence Codeman.
Codeman,
So I
yeah.
think you could blend those skills together for sure. Absolutely. So what's the new adventure coming up in your sequel to Codeman? Codeman.
Man, you want me to tell you about the secret story of Codeman, the second book?
Sure.
So the second book, basically what I'm going to base it on is it's going to be based on Earth, right?
Hmm.
And Codeman travels to Earth and basically he meets new characters. They have a team of people and basically they're basically going to have to like defend Earth towards the end. They're going to have to protect it because basically, do you know what the omniverse is? I don't know
Does
if you
that
know
go
what
beyond
that
our universe, I guess?
is. It's actually so basically it's part of the multiverse, right? It's
Mhm.
everything in existence. And basically Codeman, so the Earth, right? That's basically the center
Mhm.
of the omniverse, basically. And basically Codeman, the team has to protect that from the evil. That's exactly what they have to do.
Awesome. Awesome.
I
Now,
don't
have
want to
you thought
spoil too.
about merchandising? Have you thought about t-shirts for Codeman, that kind of stuff?
And
Coffee
I'm not
mugs?
exactly sure.
Yeah,
That's
mom is the marketer, sales.
okay.
So mom is thinking about that, but
Sounds
he
good.
yeah, he needs to concentrate on writing
Well,
Exactly.
it's fun.
story.
Every part of it
Yeah.
is fun. Enjoying the ride as you go along is the greatest part of success. Having that printed book in your hand is wonderful, but there's something wonderful about being at that keyboard too and creating it as you go along, right? Living in that world, getting lost in that space, right?
Exactly.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I can see a lot coming out of this. Like I said, from movies to a role-playing video game to a graphic novel. I think it's perfect for a graphic novel or a comic book as well. Awesome.
Mhm.
Who are your inspirations, Scotland? What are some of the films or TV shows or graphic novels that you really like or video games that have been a little bit of an
And
inspiration for you?
if I had to say like probably one, maybe it would be like the Marvel Universe or something. Because I really, as a kid, I really felt fascinated about, I think the first Iron Man movie was really fascinating to me because I had this really huge interest in like technology and everything, and I really liked technology. And I really liked the fact that like this dude built this suit inside of his garage basically, and I felt very inspired. That's what the idea of Codeman actually came from, was that basically.
Exactly. Well, I really like the science behind yours, and I like how you've updated the story. I feel like it's much more 2024 than Iron Man, which is great because
Exactly.
this is the book for right now.
Mhm.
Scotland and Jackie, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Of course.
Thank you, Logan.
It's
Thank
been a
you.
pleasure talking to both of you. Now, from the heart of an inspiring young author, Codeman New Beginnings offers a glimpse into the future where courage, friendship, and the good fight for good prevails. I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.